delighted to be with you once again. Today, I'll be speaking to you about a very important subject, a subject that affects you and I and dictates the course of our lives. And that's the subject of your decisions. Your decision. Nobody lives a life greater than the quality of decisions he makes. The aggregate of our life is a culmination of all the decisions that we do take. So for a man to improve the quality of his life is to actually improve the quality of his decisions. There are 3 levels of decision making I'd like to share in today's broadcast, and then you see where you draw your own decisions from and where I draw mine from. The first and the lowest level of decision making is what I call emotional decisions. Emotional decisions. An emotional decision is a decision taken out of feelings. Feelings of love, fear, hatred, feelings of pain and guilt. Emotional decisions are oftentimes irrational decisions. They are not well thought out because they do not permit time for consideration. You don't look at the pros and cons. You just do them because you feel like. It's the lowest level of decision making. And friends, I would not counsel anyone to live at this level of decision making. I encourage young people, when you go into relationships, it is not enough to take a decision based on feelings. Feelings are very crucial. They are very important. They help us to feel the impulse of our innate beliefs. But you must go beyond that into finding out other levels of making a decision. The second level of decision making I'd like to speak about is intellectual decisions. Unlike emotional decisions, which has a high rate of regrets, intellectual decision has a lower rate of regrets. This is because before the decision is taken, a lot of considerations have been made. Intellectual decisions require critical thinking, and it's also the quality of intellectual decision you make will be determined by your exposure, how much knowledge you have acquired on that particular subject, but it gives you a higher quality of decision making and a lesser rate of regret. Now, talking to the third level of decision making, which is inspired decision. Inspired decision is the highest level of decision making because at this point, the decision is not coming from you. The decision is coming to you and through you. What I mean by that is that the decision is as a result of an inspiration. Is coming from the realm of the spirit, which is more real than what we have in the physical realm. In that realm, the future and the past, they all coexist together. So before a decision can be taken from there, you have already seen farther than the physical eyes can observe. Inspired decisions have the least level of regrets. They may be highly risky and may not make sense to the natural mind, but they have the least level of regrets. Inspired decisions can be broken into 2 other categories. First, depending on the source of that inspiration. God can be the source of your inspiration. And at this level, there is 0 regrets. There is no regret at all when you take a decision that is inspired by God. But you can also draw inspiration from so many other sources. Spiritual forces of darkness can supply inspiration to you. But the danger with that is that at the end of the day, you are trading your soul, something much more valuable than the decision or the gains of the decision you are taking. So I want to encourage you, beloved, take your step beyond emotional decisions. Go even beyond intellectual decisions. You must engage your intellect, but beyond that, get inspired.